Hi friends, welcome back to my Best Self Backpack Club. I'm so happy you're here today. Did you know that when you watch videos on this channel, you are collecting new imaginary charms to decorate your Best Self backpack? These charms remind us of the new skills we learn, and we carry them with us everywhere we go, like superpowers. These charms help us become our very best selves. Today's charms are, drum roll, the present charm, the star charm, and the brain charm. Our present charm helps us to be mindful. Our star charm helps us to be confident, and that brain charm helps us to think carefully. Today, we are going to use these three charms to notice and name our strengths and our areas for growth. Parents and teachers, you can find activity pages for every lesson in my Etsy shop. The link is in my channel's About section. And friends, remember, if you think you know a missing word or you have an idea, touch your brain. And if you hear something that you agree with or that you were also thinking, you can show like this. This means me too or I agree. Let's jump in. Today we're talking about something really important, our strengths and our areas for growth. Let's start by understanding what exactly strengths are. Think you can help us fill in the blanks? Let's do it. What are strengths? Blank are the things I am really blank at and the special abilities I have. Touch your brain if you think you know one of those missing words, or maybe you even know both of them.
I think the first word is strengths and the second word is good. Strengths are the things I am really good at and the special abilities I have.
Excellent, Josh. Strengths are the qualities that make me feel proud and blank because I can do them well. Touch your brain if you think you know that missing word.
Strengths are the qualities that make me feel proud and happy because I can do them well.
That's right, Amina. Strengths are the things I am really good at and the special abilities I have. Strengths are the qualities that make me feel proud and happy because I can do them well. Touch your nose if you would like to share a strength that you have. What's a skill that you feel really confident in? One that makes you feel proud and happy?
I'm really good at drawing. When I draw something and it turns out just how I imagined, it makes me feel proud.
My strength is being a good friend. I'm good at listening when others need to talk.
Awesome! Those are wonderful strengths. For those of you watching, turn to a neighbor and let them know what one of your strengths are, and then listen to theirs too. Now let's talk about areas for growth. What are areas for growth? Areas for blank, touch your brain if you know it, are the things I find challenging.
Areas for growth are the things I find challenging.
That's exactly right, Zoya. These are the skills I can work on to get blank. Touch your brain if you think you know.
Better! These are the skills I can work on to get better. Areas of growth are opportunities for me to learn and improve.
Exactly, Ethan. Show like this if you were thinking the same thing. Now, touch your nose if you are thinking of an area for growth that you have, an area that you'd like to improve in and get better.
Math is challenging for me sometimes, especially multiplication. But I'm practicing every day to get better.
I want to get better at talking in front of groups. It makes me nervous, but I'm trying to participate more in class discussions to build my confidence.
Awesome examples, Ethan and Zoya. Friends watching, turn to a neighbor and share an area for growth that you have, and then listen to theirs too. Now that we know the difference between strengths and areas for growth, it's time to dive a little deeper. Grab your activity page that says, "What are my strengths?" Now, think about the things that you feel really confident in. And as they start popping into your mind, start putting them down on your paper. You can fill that muscle arm with the strengths that you know you have. Our friend Amina is going to share some of her strengths out loud while you work on yours. And Amina, as you share your strengths, I'll add them to our activity page.
Here are some of my strengths. I am really good at playing soccer.
I feel especially confident with passing the ball to my teammates and also playing defense. I'm also really confident in singing. I sing in Arabic and in English. A few more of my strengths are running fast, being a leader, encouraging my friends and teammates, reading chapter books, and also writing stories. I love to write.
Amina, thank you for sharing. Let's give Amina a round of applause. Thank you for sharing these strengths out loud. I can tell you thought really carefully about your strengths. For our friends following along, if you're not finished yet, feel free to pause the video, go ahead and fill in all the strengths you can think of, and then push play when you're ready to keep going. Each of you have really amazing and unique strengths. And something really amazing about our strengths is that we can use them to help other people.
Oh, like how I'm good at math, so I can help my friends when they're stuck on problems.
Exactly! Our strengths aren't just to keep for ourselves, they're gifts that we can share with others. Josh, you mentioned earlier that being a good friend is one of your strengths. How do you use that to help people?
I try to notice when someone seems sad or lonely at recess, and I invite them to play with me and my friends.
And I use my strength of singing to bring joy to the people around me.
These are wonderful examples. Friends following along, see if you can think of some ways that you can use your strengths to help the people around you. You see, when we know our strengths, we can help others who might find those things challenging, make our communities better by sharing our talents, work together and combine different strengths, and feel good about making a positive difference. It's time to move on to our third activity page, the one that says, what are my areas for growth? And it's in the shape of a pot because whatever you put into this activity page will grow just like a plant. Think of some areas you would like to improve in. These can be school skills, they can be life skills. Whatever comes to mind, start filling it in on your activity page. You can draw them, you can write them, whatever works for you. While you work on yours, Amina's going to share some of her areas for growth out loud. Amina, while you share them, I'll add them to our activity page.
Here are some of my areas for growth. I would really like to get better at kicking the soccer ball further. I'm also working on my mindset. I think one of my areas for growth is worrying to have a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset. I would like to be more patient with myself and others. Oh yeah, I'm also learning how to play the piano. 2 more areas for growth for me are multiplication and division.
Amina, thank you so much for sharing some of your areas for growth. These are awesome. And friends who are following along, if you're still working on yours, of course you can pause the video and then push play when you're finished. Now, let's think about something really important about our areas for growth. Zoya, when you first started riding a bike, did you know how to do it right away?
No, I kept falling and needed training wheels at first, but I practiced a lot.
And what was that very first step in learning how to ride a bike?
I had to admit that I didn't know how and needed help learning.
Exactly! The first step at getting better at anything is recognizing that it's an area for growth. It's like having a map. You can't get to where you want to go if you don't know where you're starting from, right?
It's like how I didn't want to admit that I was struggling with multiplication at first. But once I started asking for help and practicing more, I started getting better.
It's kind of like a plant. It can only grow if we know it needs water and sunlight.
What a perfect connection, Amina. Just like a plant needs the right care to grow, we can only improve when we recognize what we find challenging, are brave enough to ask for help, make a plan to practice and get better, celebrate our progress, even small steps, and always remember that everyone has different areas where they're growing.
Having areas for growth doesn't mean there's anything wrong with us. It just means we're human. Every single person has things they're working on getting better at. The bravest thing we can do is recognize our areas for growth and be willing to work on them.
I agree, Josh.
Today, we learned something very, very special about ourselves. We all have wonderful strengths that make us unique and amazing, and we all have areas where we can grow and become even better, right? Remember, our strengths are like special tools in a toolbox. They help us succeed, and then we can use them to help other people too. And our areas for growth? They're like seeds waiting to be planted. With care, courage, and practice, they can blossom into new strengths. When we understand both our strengths and our areas for growth, we become more confident, more understanding of ourselves and other people, and better at working together as a community. As you leave today, I want every single one of you to remember that you have incredible strengths to share with the world. And it's okay, even wonderful, to have things that you're still working on. Because that's how we learn, that's how we grow, and that's how we become the best version of ourselves. Tomorrow, let's all try to use at least one of our strengths to help someone else. And take one brave step towards growing in an area that's challenging for you. As always, thank you for coming to my Best Self Backpack Club, where we have fun becoming the very best versions of ourselves. See you next time.